Now, it's no wordplay when we say that a sting operation has stung Tory MPs. Two senior party members and former secretaries have told a fake overseas firm that they will be willing to offer consultancy for as much as £10,000 a day. You heard that figure right, £10,000 a day. The two named here are former Health Secretary Matt Hancock and former controversial Chancellor Kwasi Kwarteng, as part of a sting operation set by an anti-Brexit group led by Donkeys. That's the name. Hancock has been seen suggesting a daily rate of £10,000 and an hourly rate of £1,500 in a separate bit published. While former Chancellor Kwarteng said that he does not require a quote-unquote king's ransom, but would not do anything for less than £10,000 a month. He later allegedly agreed to the company's offer of £8,000 to £12,000 a day for 6 annual board meetings. Though there is no accusation of any wrongdoing here, MPs are permitted to seek employment outside the parliament. But it does come at a time when Tory parliamentarians have been facing criticism for lining their pockets while working in a tax-funded office. Now, reacting to the statements, Hancock's spokesperson said he acted completely within the rules. Note that Hancock was suspended from the Conservative Party last year after it was announced that he will be starring in a reality TV show. The group, led by Donkeys, that's the name of the group, claimed they contacted 20 MPs, 16 of whom were Tories, 2 from the Labour Party, 1 Liberal Democrat and 1 Independent. Now, they were all approached and asked if they would consider sitting on the advisory board of a fictional consultancy firm from April onwards. And the duties will include attending 6 board meetings a year, plus providing political insight. 4 of the 5 MPs who agreed to a meeting with the fake company are Tories. This included Hancock and Kwarteng. Another big name in the list of 20 is 1922 committee chair Sir Graham Brady. He appeared in the teaser footage now published by the group, where Brady has been seen suggesting an annual rate of £60,000. When he was asked about the limits on arranging meetings, Brady made it clear that he could not advocate on behalf of the interest, but he did say that he may be able to advise the firm on who to approach in government. The Backbench Committee Chair's spokesperson said that he has decided to leave the Commons next election and has received a number of approaches regarding his future opportunities. In the statement, his spokesperson mentioned the exploratory discussion with the South Korean firm and said that Brady made it clear that any arrangement will have to be transparent whilst he is an MP. The Labour Party, in light of the expose, has slammed the involved Tory MPs. Shadow Culture Secretary Lucy Powell even said that she was appalled and sickened when asked about the allegations, adding that there is a quote-unquote problem with the rules. The sting raises a question now as to how easy it has become to dupe MPs of the party in power, especially when the Home Office previously warned them to beware the threat of foreign interference. Now, for more on this, we are joined by Dr. Nigel Fletcher, who is a political commentator. Welcome to the broadcast, sir.
Good evening.
Now, sir, as per the rules, MPs are allowed to have second jobs. That's what they've stated a number of times, at least the spokespersons of the ones who have been accused. So my question is, were the MPs doing anything illegal by entering into a contract such as this?
No, and I think what's important is you quoted there Sir Graham Brady saying that he made clear to them that he wouldn't be able to advocate on behalf of this fictitious business interest, and that's where I think the subtlety in the rules is that there is a clear ban on MPs lobbying on behalf of commercial interests. They have to declare any payment they receive for outside work, but they're not allowed to be paid lobbyists. That was something that was changed in the 1990s after a series of scandals under the John Major's Conservative government. And so there is a prohibition on MPs acting as paid lobbyists in that sense. But I think what's difficult here, and why I think Labour are highlighting the fact that the rules perhaps need to be tightened up, is that it was quite clear from the approaches that were made to these MPs that they were being asked for political advice, to act as political consultants, and some of them obviously saying that they could tell them who to approach in government, using their expertise in politics to assist the commercial interests of this company. And that really is a bit of a grey area. It's not direct lobbying, which would not be allowed under the rules, but acting as a consultant to a business in that way is something which currently under the rules is allowed. But I think there is a lot of disquiet about that. It's something that Labour has raised in recent months, although to be fair, some people have said in response to that there are a number of Labour MPs who currently have other jobs. There's a senior Labour frontbencher, David Lammy, for example, who has a radio show that he is paid to do. And so it is a bit of a difficult area as to where you draw the line between what we say are permissible second jobs and which ones are not.
Mr. Fletcher, just how desperate are they to earn an extra sum? And I want to ask this question in the light of the fact that they were willing to join a fake South Korean firm at a time when the Home Office has asked MPs to be wary of foreign interference.
Well, that's a very interesting point you make, that this does demonstrate that these kind of sting operations seem to be much easier nowadays with the advent of Zoom and video conferencing. In the past, we have seen similar scandals like this before. MPs have been caught in stings like this, but they've always been sort of hidden camera footage where they've had meetings with people which have been secretly recorded. These were Zoom conversations that seem to have been recorded. And so, as you say, there is perhaps also an issue here about security. They managed to get some fairly senior MPs to talk about their business interests for a fake company. So I think that is another part of this which perhaps needs to be looked at.
Thank you for all your input, sir.
Thank you.